So yeah, let's get started. You can be kneeling or you can sit cross-legged like this, or have your heels in front of heels. If you're not comfortable on the floor, you can also raise your sit bones by sitting elevated on a cushion. Yeah, so your spine is more straight up. So find something that works for you, how you feel comfortable. I will be kneeling for the meditation today. So when you're ready, bring your hands onto the knees or thighs if you're kneeling. Let your belly soften and find length through the spine. Relax the shoulders down and soften all face muscles. Relax the jaw and slightly draw your chin towards the chest. Imagining you have an invisible string attached to your pubic bone, which lifts you up towards the spine, up towards the crown of the head, into the ceiling, finding length here, growing tall. And close your eyes if you haven't yet, and fully drop into the present moment, arriving in your mat, arriving in time and space. Taking a few moments here, letting go of the day, and bringing the attention inwards. Slowly draw your attention to your breath. How does your breath feel this evening? Is it quick and shallow, or is it slow and deep? Try to lengthen each in and exhalation. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Feel with an inhale your ribs expanding, the belly filling, and with each exhale feel the belly deflating, ribs lowering. Slow and deep in and exhalation through the nose. Feel cold air coming in through the nostrils when you're breathing in. Exhale, breathing out warm air through the nostrils. And today I invite you, if you like to work with a vision or a goal in this class today, you can now manifest something, a vision that you have in life or something you're working towards to. Now is the time to visualize it. And we will slowly work towards realizing this dream you have. If you don't have a goal at the moment, that's totally fine as well. You can set a mantra for this class, like I want to be present, or I want to stay soft with ease. So whatever it is, repeating your vision or your mantra internally to yourself. And then bringing the awareness back to your breath. Listening to your in and exhalations. Now when you're ready, you can slowly blink the eyes open. Welcome yourself back into the room. Maybe you feel a slight change in your mind. Maybe you found some stillness. Let's get ready to move a bit. Find a cross-legged seat. Again, you can elevate your seat here with a cushion. Find what's comfortable for you here, and then place your hands onto the knees, and let's do some meaningful shoulder rolls. Inhale, bring the shoulders forwards and raise them up towards the ears. Exhale, dropping them down the back. Inhale, rolling forwards up towards the ears, and exhale, let them slide down. Find your own rhythm here. You can go super slow or faster if you like. Waking up the shoulders here. Lovely. One more time. And then come back to center here. And let's stretch the neck a bit. Exhale. Draw your chin towards the chest. Then inhale. Head towards the left shoulder. Exhale. Drop chin towards the chest. And exhale. Roll right ear towards the right shoulder. Lovely. And then start drawing these little half moon shapes in your own rhythm, from right to left. Again, really slow, or you can speed it up if you like. Find what feels good in your neck today. Maybe you also want to pause at a certain position here and feel the stretch a bit more. And rolling to the other side. Lovely. 2 more times. And then bring your head back up. On an inhale, we reach the arms up, lengthen here. Maybe you want to look up. Imagine you're holding fire in between your hands, finding a long spine. And then exhale, twist open towards the right. Come onto fingertips with your right hand and bring the left hand onto your knee. Long spine, shoulders are relaxed, and maybe your gaze follows the right shoulder. Maybe you want to bring a bit of movement into the hips here, circling. Nice. Inhale, lift the right arm, gaze follows the right hand, and then cross your right arm over the left. Let your head hang down, chin towards the chest, round back. Feel the nice stretch in between the shoulder blades. Lovely. Inhale. Keep the cross of the arms. Lift the hands. And then bring your hands onto the shoulders here. Or eagle arms. Back of the hands towards each other. And your elbows draw away from you. I'm going to show you from the side. You can see better your eagle arms. Elbows draw away from you. Feel the nice opening in between the shoulder blades. If this is too much, again, you can have your hands resting on the shoulders. Now look up, inhale, exhale. Maybe you want to curl up, come down. Inhale, coming up again. Exhale, release the hands. Big inhale, sweep the arms up again, find length here. Again, imagine your fire in between the hands. Exhale, twist open to the left this time. Come onto fingertips with your left hand. Rest your right palm rests on your left knee. Your gaze follows the left shoulder. If this feels okay in the neck. And then maybe you want to circle the belly here again into the opposite way that you did before. Nice. Inhale, lift the left arm again. Gaze follows left hand and then cross left arm over the right. Let your head hang here, round back. Inhale. Release the hands. Keep the cross of the arms. Maybe place your hands onto the shoulders. Elbows drawing away from the body, or you rest the back of the hands against each other. For your eagle arms, look up, inhale and exhale, curling up, coming down. Inhale, up again, release the hands here. And let's do some pranayama breathing technique. We do breath of fire here. If your legs get tired, you can always switch the cross of your legs. Let's do some breath of fire, also called Kapalabhati. It's a quite forceful breathing technique. We are inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils, and it's a forceful exhale. So you're pushing out the air through the nostrils like you have something stuck in your nose. It sounds like this. And your inhale happens naturally, so you don't need to focus on that, just on the exhale. And while you're exhaling and blowing the nose out of the nose, you suck the belly in. This is a quite powerful breathing technique. It's there to energize you. If you get lightheaded or dizzy, no, this is normal. But if it is too much, you can pause at any time. Okay, let's start together. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale in through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And we start pumping the breath out. Lovely. Inhale through the nose. Keep the breath in for a count of 3. Exhale, releasing through the mouth. Let's do a breath retention for 5 seconds, keeping the breath out, not inhaling or exhaling. And then breathing in again. Great. Maybe you feel a bit more energized now. Let's do a bit more work for the spine. So stretch out your arms and bring the fingertips onto the shoulders here. On an inhale, we twist to the left, and exhale, right. Again, you can go here slow or faster as you like and how it feels good in your spine, okay? This is a Kundalini exercise from Kundalini Yoga. It's very powerful. It's there to unlock the Shakti energy. This Shakti energy runs through the body, like up all the chakras. And they say if your spine is blocked, your Shakti energy can't flow freely. So it's very important to stay open in the spine because of this life force energy that we want to feel in yoga and also in life. And lovely, coming back. Maybe you feel a bit dizzy, which is normal. You moved quite fast. Keep the arms where they are. If they get better, you can also shake them out in between. Feel the shoulders burning. Okay, bring them back on to fingers on your shoulders. And then we raise the elbows here. Inhale, lift them. Exhale, drop them. And again, we breathe rhythmically with the movement. Lovely, one more time. Come back to center here and let's draw a circle with the elbow. Bring them together, bring these in. Exhale, opening. Inhale and exhale. Two more times. And then we release the hands, shake them out. Whew, I can really feel the shoulders now warming up, building heat. I'll be altering towards the side. You can stay if you sat this way already. Roll over your shins and find a tabletop here, neutral tabletop. If you have sensitive knees, you can take your blanket and put it under the knees. Yeah, so it's more protected. So find your tabletop, active core. Press all 10 fingers equally into the mat. Check that they're all spread even. Press the flats of the feet into the mat. Now, your head is in extension with the spine. Lovely. And then find your neutral tabletop here. And then make a fist with the right hand. Press the hand into the mat. And then slowly, can you release the fingers opening here? Opening, closing the fingers. Feel that stretch in the wrist. Yeah, go slow. Maybe it's too much on the wrist. Then you release. Press the palm of the hand again into the mat. Maybe you can turn the fingers towards the right. Or maybe even more back. Feel a stretch here in the wrist again. Maybe you lean back a little bit. Ooh, this quit tense. Then releasing. Make a fist with the left hand. Press the fist into the mat. Then open the fingers slowly here. Open, closing. Lovely. And press the palm back into the mat. And rotate fingers to the left. Maybe towards you. And lean back for an even more intense wrist stretch. Lovely. Back here in your, with the fingers pointing to the front. And let's do some cat and cow movements here. Inhale, dip the belly, look up for your cow, and exhale, rounding the back. Draw the belly in, tailbone is tucked, chin towards the chest. Feel the nice opening in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, dip the belly, arching, opening the heart for your cow. Exhale, cat. Lovely. Now do this in your own rhythm again. Find your way of moving. This can be super slow or faster, and linking the breath to each movement. Inhaling cow, exhale cat. Lovely. And maybe you want to find a new expression by combining cat and cow into one fluid movement. So sending the weight into the wrist over your hands here. Cow and exhale, rounding the back. Send the weight towards the heels. Yeah, really exploring each corner of the mat. How does it feel if you send the weight to the left? How does it feel on the right? Maybe you notice a difference in both sides of the body. Maybe one side is more open, one side more tense. Lovely. Then circle the other way around. Again, this can be super big circles or smaller spirals. How does your spine feel in this movement? And slowly make the spiral smaller. Find your tabletop back again here. And on an inhale, lift the right leg. Point the foot. Your knees are level, your hips are leveled. Inhale, look forwards in front of you. And exhale, bring the right knee towards the nose, rounding the back here. Inhale, stretch out again. And exhale, bring the foot towards the right side, not leaning on the ground, keeping it lifted. Inhale, back again, stretching, look forwards. And exhale, bend the elbows for your chaturanga, so your upper arms are in line with the spine. Left leg is lifted. Inhale, press up again, look in front of you. Exhale, rounding, chin towards the knee. Inhale, find length, stretch the leg out. Exhale, bring the right leg to the side. Inhale, stretching. Exhale, chaturanga. Let's do this rhythmically. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Lovely. One more time. Let's find your own rhythm, yeah? You can go slower as well. You don't have to go that fast. Lovely. Back to your table with the right leg lifted here. Now, if you want a little challenge, tuck the left toes, also lift the left knee. If this is too much, you can always lower the right leg as well. And then send your right leg up into your three-legged dog here. Lovely, inhale, and then exhale. Big step with the right foot in between, and we lower the left knee for your low lunge. Coming up here. Let the hips sink a bit deeper. And then, if you like, you can take your 2 blocks or books, if you have them, next to the right foot. And then we bend the right leg is bent. And then we start straightening the right leg here. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, straightening. Inhale, bending. Exhale, stretch. Now again, you can do this rhythmically or a bit slower. Maybe you also want to pause here in a certain position. Maybe you want to draw the foot out to the right a bit or to the left. Explore the range of motions here. If you don't want to stay stagnant here, you can keep moving. Maybe you don't need your blocks. Do you want to move like this? Lovely. Waking up the hamstrings. And on the exhale, step the right foot back. So we're in our tabletop again. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Point the left foot, look in front of you. Find length here. And exhale. Bring the knee towards the nose. Inhale, lengthening here, expanding. Exhale, bring the left leg to the side. Hovering here, not touching the ground. Back, inhaling. And exhale, chaturanga. Bend the elbows. Here, chin towards the mat. But again, hovering, not really kissing the mat. Inhale, find length. Exhale. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Inhale, find length. Exhale, open left leg out to the side. Inhale, find length. And exhale, chaturanga. Again, find your own rhythm. And link the movement to the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Back to your tabletop with the left leg lifted. Again, you have the choice to lower the left leg, or tuck your toes, lift the knee, and then send it up to a three-legged down dog. Breathing here, big inhale. And exhale, step the left foot in between the hands, lower the right knee, and we are again in our low lunge here. Yeah. Your hips are leveled. And then maybe you come down here. You can take your 2 blocks again, frame them around the foot, find length here, and then play with bending and straightening the leg. Maybe you can feel a difference in the right and the left side. Maybe you don't need the blocks, maybe you don't like them. Then you can crawl with your hands to the front and back. Maybe you want to pause in a specific position here. Maybe you want to turn the foot to the left and right. Explore how this feels. And then you crawl to the front again and back. Lovely. Then once you had enough, press both hands into the mat. Tuck the right toe, lift the knee, and step back here into a plank pose. Press into the heels. And from here, bend the knees, send your hips towards the heels, and then we raise up into your down dog. Now, checking that you press all 10 fingers equally into the mat. Your arms are externally rotating. Keep a nice bend in the knees. Your legs don't need to be straight. Your heels don't need to touch the ground. Long spine here, drawing in the belly. Lovely. Inhale, rolling forwards into a high plank, round back. And exhale, let the hips sink for your up dog. Exhale, bending the knees, send the hips up and back, and raising up into your down dog again. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower the knees, up dog. Bend the knees here, raising up for your down dog. Dog. Inhale, rolling forwards. Exhale, lower the knees here, up dog. Inhaling, and exhale, bend the knees, down dog again. Do this one more time here in your own rhythm. Spinal waves floating here. Really delicious movement. Lovely. And then find yourself back into your still down dog. Shorten the dog a little bit. Maybe your feet are also a bit wider than hip width this time. And then release the right hand and place your hand onto the left wrist, onto the left ankle. And then twisting here, opening to the left side. Breathing deep. Lovely. Exhale, release the hand and switch the grip. Bring your left hand to the right ankle. Exhale, release, and slowly make your way towards the front of the mat. Feet are hip width, and let your head hang over. Really loose and heavy. Maybe you hold onto opposite elbow for your ragdoll. Yeah, swinging from left to right. Keep a nice bend in the knees. Lovely. Really take your time here. So nice not to carry the weight of the head. And release the hands and slowly roll up to stand, vertebra by vertebra. Really take your time. Go slowly. And then when you arrived at the front of your mat, feet hip width, check that the feet are parallel. Outer seams of the feet should be parallel to each other. Slightly draw in the navel, tuck the tailbone, roll the shoulders up and back. proud chest here. Take a moment. And on an inhale, lift the arms up. Look up for your Urdhva Hastasana. Imagine you hold fire in between the hands. And exhale, breathing out. Swan diving here. Uttanasana. Inhale, let's roll up again. And go slowly. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, bring them back to your heart. Remind yourself of the vision or the mantra you have. Close your eyes for a moment. Lovely. And now when you're ready to move again, let's flow through a version of a sun salute, Surya Namaskar B. So inhale. Let's sit back into our chair pose, fierce pose. Yeah, really fiery here. You can feel the legs burning after a while if you stay here longer. So send the weight into the heels. Can you sit a bit lower? Arms are an extension of the ears. We stay here another breath. Breathing in and then exhale, folding over the leg. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine. Come onto fingertips or place the hands onto the shins, long back. Exhale, stepping back into your plank pose. Weight into the heels. Exhale, lower the knees, hook the elbows in, and rest the chest on the ground as well as the forehead. Inhale, Cobra. Lifting from the collarbones here. Only go as high as feels good in your lower back. Yeah, everybody's different. And exhale, releasing, bring forehead back onto the ground. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, and up into your down dog. Feet are hip width. Your heels should be disappearing behind you. On an inhale, raise the right leg. Big step in between the hands for your warrior one. Bring the left heel to the ground. Right leg is bent. Good. Focusing. Exhale, releasing. Frame the right foot. Stepping directly back into your plank pose. Release the knees. Hug the elbows in. Breathing out. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, big step in between the hands. Lower the right knee. Warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot again. Stepping back to your plank pose. Now, if you know Chaturanga, you can also do Chaturanga. And come to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lovely. Let's stay here for a count of 5. How's the breathing? Is it still steady? Long spine here. Keep a nice bend in the knees. And then on your next inhale, step to the front of your mat again. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, your forward bend. Forward fold. Inhale, sitting back into chair pose here. Staying here for another second. And exhale, hands to heart. Lovely. That was one round of your Surya Namaskar B, one version of a sun salutation. Inhale, reaching the arms high, imagining fire in between your hands again. Imagine a fireball, really orange light. And exhale, swan diving, Uttanasana, folding over the legs. Inhale, lengthening, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, stepping back, plank pose. Knees down, lay down into your cobra or chaturanga up dog, as you like. Tuck the toes, and we find our way back into down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, big step in between the hands, and we come up into warrior one. Again, left heel is on the ground. Now, find a really stable warrior one here. Your right hip is drawing to back, left to the front. Breathing deep, your arms are in line with the ears. And then on an inhale, straighten the right leg, lift the left heel, reaching, expanding. Exhale, bend the left leg and nearly bring your knee to the ground. Inhale, straightening, reaching. Exhale, dipping. Inhale, exhale. Lovely. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Lovely. Frame the right foot. Step back into your high plank. Knees down, lay down, cobra or chaturanga, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing deep here. Know that you can always take a rest. Yeah, if down dog is too much, you can always come down and rest in your child's pose. Okay, so knees wide, toes are touching, and this position is always there for you. Okay, so when you are ready, we meet back in down dog. And let's do the other side. So this time we lift the left leg. Keep the hips leveled. Breathing in, and on an exhale, big step with the left foot in between the hands. Lower the right heel to the ground. Your right foot is turned up 30 degrees, kind of. Inhale, lift the arms. Warrior on. Inhale, straighten the right leg and lift your right heel. Exhale, dip the right knee to the ground. Inhale, find link. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, straightening. Lovely. One more time. And on an exhale, frame the left foot. Step back here. Plank pose. Knees down. Lay down. Inhale, cobra. Or you do your chaturanga and up dog. And we meet back in your down dog. Let's stay here for a count of 5. Now, when you're checking your heels, they should be disappearing behind your toes. Keep a nice bend in the knees here. More important is a long spine, yeah, straight back. Arms are externally rotating. Press into all 10 fingers equally here. And let your neck and head relax. Great, then find your way to the front of the mat. You can hop, you can walk, you can take 2 steps. Find your way. Inhale, lengthen the spine, Ardha Uttanasana here. Forward fold, and exhale, completely folding forward here, Uttanasana. Let your head hang heavy, round back. And then inhale, we rise. Hands towards the sky. Big inhale, exhale. Hands to the heart. Lovely. Well done. Let's check out the hands for a minute and do some tapping here, because standing sequence can be a bit exhausting and wrist intense. All your up dogs and down dogs and plank pose, they go into the wrists a lot, so shaking it out in between can feel really nice. Maybe you want to lift the heels as well. And let it sway out. And we find our way to the front of the mat again for one more sequence of a standing flow. Okay? Now, feet are hip width apart, and we breathe in, reach the arms up. Big inhale, exhale, fold over the legs, round back, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, straight back. Exhale, step it back into your plank pose. Knees down, lay down, or chaturanga, up dog. If you lay down, come into your cobra. Yeah, only do what feels good in your lower back. Really important to take care of your lower back. Lovely. Then we meet back in your down dog. And this time, step the feet together here, so your toes are touching. On an inhale, reach your right leg high, bend the leg, and then we open the hips. So your right ankle draws towards the left buttocks. Maybe you want to circle the leg as well a bit. Check that you're still evenly pressing both hands into the mat here, that you're not kind of have one shoulder much higher than the other. And then stretch out the legs. The right leg. Inhale, big step with the right foot in between the hands. Turn the back foot out 90 degrees, so it's in line with the short edge of your mat. And we come up into your warrior 2 here. Your hips are open, arms are in T shape, gaze follows the right hand, and lower the shoulders here. Let's sway a bit from side to side. Really easy here, extended side angle, and then reversed warrior. Not putting any weight into the hands, just swaying. Lovely. Back to your warrior 2 here. Flip the right palm, and then lift your left arm. Now we're imagining we're getting an arrow out of the back here. Yeah, we're the archer now. Take an arrow, and then let's shoot some arrows here. Take the bow, visualize your goal. Yeah, your vision. You have your vision clear in front of you. And then let's shoot the arrow. Let's shoot a few more. Really take your own time. We are the archer now, the Sagittarius. Feel really strong in the legs. See your mantra or your vision in front of you. And let's fire these arrows right in front into it. One more arrow. Lovely. You can turn the palms down again, straighten the right leg, and then narrow the stance a little bit. Dip the hip towards the left and then lean to the front. We'll come down into our Trikonasana here. Again, if you like blocks or books, you can take your block here and press the right hand You can also use the block on a higher level. Press the hand into the block here for your Trikonasana, really lifting from the chest here. Right leg can also be micro bent so you don't lock the knee. And maybe you look up towards the left hand if your neck feels fine, or you look straight ahead to the wall in front of you. Lovely. Now let's give reversed warrior, reversed Trikonasana a try. So exchange the hands, left hand comes to the block and exhale, and bring the right hand up into the air. Yeah. It's very twisty. Exhale, release. Put the block to the side, and we're up in our warrior two again. Reverse warrior here. And back to warrior two. Exhale, frame the right foot. Step back to your high plank. Knees down, lay down, or chaturanga. Up, dog. Exhale, back into your down dog. Deep breathing here. If you need a rest, you're welcome to come into your child's pose. Take a few breaths. If you're still full of energy, stay in down dog. Before we come to do the other side. Now let's meet back in down dog, everyone. Step the feet together so your toes are touching. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Now this time we open the hips again. Left heel draws towards the right buttocks. Maybe you want to circle the knee. Lubricate the joint here. Pressing into both hands equally here, checking that not one shoulder is much higher than the other. Inhale, extend the left leg, and then big step in between the hands. Right foot turns out 90 degrees, in line with the short edge of your mat. Extend the arms. Extending the arms here. Warrior two. Deep breathing. And let's sway a bit. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, reverse warrior. Lovely, and then find your way back to warrior two. And now you know what comes back. Flip the hands, open it to the side. And we'll come into our Sagittarius pose, the peak pose of this flow. We'll become an archer. Now lift the right hand and take an arrow out of your bag, imagining that arrow, and let's visualize your goal in front of you or see your mantra and fire this arrow right into whatever you desire. Manifesting this thing. Let's shoot some more arrows. Inhale, bring the right arm forward. Exhale, release the right hand. And feeling really powerful in this position, like a warrior with a bow, like with the strength to go towards whatever we desire. Lovely. Back into your warrior two. Flip the palms down again. And let's shorten the stance, straighten the left leg. And we'll come into our Trikonasana on the other side. Again, take your block books. You can also put 2 blocks on top of each other if you need a bit more raise. Micro bend the left knee, yeah, so you don't lock the knee. And then opening the chest here, leading with the heart. Maybe you look up, maybe you look straight ahead to the wall in front of you. Nice. Big inhale and exhale. Release the right hand to the block, and we'll do our reversed triangle. Right hand on the block and lift the left arm up in the air. Yeah, this one's a bit more tricky. It doesn't feel so natural, this twist. Releasing, coming back up into your warrior 2 here. Big inhale and exhale. Find your way down onto the mat again. Bring the left foot, step back into your plank pose, knees down, lay down. Take a moment here, cushion your head and let the hips wiggle from side to side. Maybe also want to windshield wiper the legs left and right. Nice. Release the feet back into the ground. Press into the hands. Bend the knees and the hips up. One more time. Last time into your down dog. And then slowly walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, coming up to stand. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Now let's take a big step down the mat. Yeah, really wide, a wide stance here. Feet are parallel and toes are slightly turning in. Yeah, just a little bit. Place your hands onto the hips. And then with a straight back, slowly come down here. Maybe you like to bring the hands onto the floor so that you can find a really nice straight spine here. Let the head hang, neck is relaxed. And if you want to twist, you can press left hand into the ground and open up to the right. Change. Press right hand into the ground, open to the left here. Lovely. Bring both hands back to the mat and bend the left knee, and we sink down the hips into your Skandasana. Now your heel doesn't need to touch the ground. You can also use a blanket here or cushion. Yeah. And then let's walk to the other side. Skandasana on the right. Maybe your heel's on the ground, maybe not. Deep compression here in the right hip. Yes, squats are really good, really important. Let's find a full squat here. Let the hips sink as deep as they want to. Maybe heels don't touch the ground. That's also fine. If your heels are on the ground, maybe you want to bring your hands into prayer in front of you. And then you can slowly sit down on your mat. And you made it through all the standing sequences. Now there's only relaxed positions on the ground. Just two more little things for the core, and then we can fully relax on the ground. So hug your knees in, bring the feet close to you. Find your sit bones, sitting on your sit bones, and then can you lift the feet, finding balance? Can you lift them a bit higher, maybe holding to the back of the thighs? Lovely, breathing in here, and then slowly tap left and then right toe to the ground. Can you release the hands and do it without holding on to the legs? Can you feel your core engaged? Lovely, this is your boat pose here. Okay, let's come down to the mat. Slowly, slowly, slowly here. Lovely. Stretch out the legs. Stretch out the arms. And then step your feet as close to the hips as you can. When you stretch out the arms, you should be touching your heels. Now, your knees are hip width apart. And on an inhale, we raise the hips for your bridge pose. Now, keep your head, neck where it is. We don't want to look left or right. It's not good in this position. Check that your heels are not flopping out to the side, that they stay over the ankles. Lifting the belly hip a bit higher. Press your hands into the mat, or maybe you want to interlace them and draw the shoulders closer to each other. Press into the interlace. Maybe you can lift yourself up even a bit more. Deep breathing here. On your next exhale, release the hands if they were interlaced, and then slowly bring the upper back, and then the lower back, and then the hips back onto the mat. Nice. Hug your knees in. Bring your elbows around, your arms around the knees, and then circle a bit on your lower back. Circling one way and then circle the other, giving your back a little massage. Maybe you want to put hands onto the knees and circle the legs individually. Very nice. Tuck the right knee in and extend your left leg. Now draw the right knee in really close. Feel your stretch in the thigh. Now you can stay here, or maybe you want to come into your half happy baby. So taking hold of the outer edge of your feet, of the right foot, or maybe you want to take hold with your two peace fingers. Hold on to your big toe. And drawing your right knee towards the armpit. You can press left hand on the left side of your hips to engage the stretch here. Feel your hamstrings opening. Lovely. Then release your left foot on the ground and let the knee flop over to the left side here. Open your arms and we are in a supine twist here. Gaze goes over to the right side. If your neck feels fine, try to keep the right shoulder on the ground. So maybe your right knee is lifted then. You could put a cushion under it to make it more comfortable, or you can let it float in the air. Nice. Rolling back onto the mat. Hug your left leg in really tight. The option you can stay here, or maybe you try half happy baby by bending left leg and drawing your left knee towards towards your armpit. Foot is flexed, kind of like you're standing on the ceiling. Maybe you take your two peace fingers to the big toe. See what feels good here. And then when you had enough, step the foot back onto the mat and let the knee cross over the right leg, opening the arms for a supine twist here. Gaze follows the left hand. Feel a nice big opening here on the left side of your body. Breathing deep. Try to keep the left shoulder on the mat. So maybe the left knee is floating in the air. Or you place a cushion underneath. Beautiful. And then when you had enough, roll back. And find a comfortable position that works for you, for your final relaxation. Savasana. Maybe you want to put on socks or get a blanket and wrap it over you. Get really cozy. Maybe you want to turn off all the lights. Maybe you want to take a sip of water before you come into the final relaxation. Or maybe you want to turn off the music. So then find your Shavasana. Let the feet flop out to the side, palms towards the ceiling. And then release the whole body into the ground. You can let go of the breathing, no more movements now. Easing the whole body. Finding softness here. Relaxing all parts of the body. And dropping one level deeper. Letting your body sink completely into the mat. Release your toes. Release the ankle. Release your complete feet into the ground. Release the thighs, the calves, your knees, and and your hips. Let them soften into the ground. Release your lower back, belly, upper back, chest and shoulders. Let them get really soft. Release your arms, the elbows, your wrists, your hands, the palm of the hand, and all 10 fingers. Let them get super soft on the ground. Release your throat, release the neck, the back of your head, and all facial muscles. Let them get super soft. Release the jaw, your tongue, and your lips. Let your lips part and let your tongue rest super soft in your mouth. Release the cheekbones and your eyelids. Let it become soft. Release the eyebrows and the space in between the eyebrows. Release the forehead and release the crown of the head. Feel everything softening, floating on the mat. Feel your life force energy activated, flowing through your body, from the tip of your toes, through all chakras, up to the crown of your head. Your body is radiating with prana. Now you could stay here as long as you wish for. You could turn off the laptop and stay here. If you want to come back into the room, so to bring movement into the body, move the feet, the hands. Maybe you want to take a big stretch here, breathing in and out, maybe yawning, letting everything go. Rolling over to one side, getting really small, cushioning your head with one arm. And then whenever you're ready, with closed eyes, find your way back to seated, into your Sukhasana. Bring your hands in front of you into prayer. Thanking your body for carrying you each day and guiding you through this practice, allowing you so many movements. Maybe you also want to bring attention back to your mantra or your vision, your goal. Time to manifest it again. Being kind and compassionate in your thoughts, being kind and compassionate in your words, and being kind and compassionate in your actions. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me. Heart emoji. Thank you.